Now on the internet, there are a lot of great multimedia resources and websites out there that you can use to help your students learn. But how do you manage to remember everything you found and everything you want to use when there's so many resources out there? Now, maybe you discover a new website and you just jot down a note about it. Or maybe what you do is you print the resource out, even if you're not sure you're going to be using it more in depth. On the other hand, maybe you send an email to a friend to let them know about it, or even to yourself so you won't forget the URL or the name of the resource that you found. There is another way, however, that you can track and organize the materials you plan to use in your classroom using a tool called Diigo. Diigo is one of a number of social bookmarking websites that allow you to bookmark and save material on the web and then share it with whoever you want, from colleagues and students to friends and family. Diigo allows you to more easily organize your favorite URLs, sharing them not only with individual people, but with groups. And you can annotate your discoveries by leaving private notes or even highlighting online text. Now, Diigo also has special benefits for instructors, giving them a free teacher console and extra space. It's a terrific way to meet other instructors and enthusiasts, and to organize and tag material you'll be sharing with your students. Once you sign up for Diigo, the very fastest way to start saving bookmarks to your account is by adding Diigolet. To add Diigolet, you're first going to check to make sure that you can see your favorites on your screen in Internet Explorer. Select Tools on the right-hand corner of Internet Explorer, then open the drop-down menu under Toolbars. Select Favorites, and you'll see your Favorites Center open on the left-hand side. This contains whatever bookmarks you have. Now you'll right-click the Diigolet button on the Diigolet page. You'll see a security alert pop up, noting that you are about to add something to your site and asking if it's safe. This time you're going to click Yes. Save it to your favorites. Now whenever you want, you can click this item in your favorites and automatically it opens a script for bookmarking content at the top of your browser window. Now, here's how I bookmark content. I like history, so I've started with some topics relating to history, and this is a page I really enjoy, PBS's American Experience website, which includes some videos of this television series that can be watched in their entirety online, as well as a schedule and trailers for future episodes. Now, there's an excellent video about Dolly Madison, who, besides inspiring a line of baked goods and zingers, innovated the First Lady role in the American White House. Now I can watch this video online, but there's much more on the page, including information for teachers about how to download the video for later use, so I'm going to bookmark it instead. As I save it, I can choose whether to make it public to anyone who knows my Diigo account, or private. Now, I can make a description explaining what the page is about, and I can also tag it with a specific note or topic heading, like First Lady. These tags will appear in your main Diigo page when you log in, making it easier for you to search by topic. Note that when you're using multiple words in a tag, you'll want to put it into quotes. And remember, you can also add what you've just linked to an internal list for yourself. Let's say a list all about White House history or about the early 19th century, and you can share it to a group. We'll get back to groups in a minute. For right now, I've saved this bookmark. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and move on to another page that I really like, the History News Network. It's hosted at George Mason University and run by Richard Schenkman, a reporter turned college historian. You might remember him from his books on myth in American history. And there's a lot of great information here, and after I bookmark the page, I'm actually going to highlight certain spots on the page because I want to remember key points. Notice that you can also change the color of the highlight too. Now, I can also leave myself a sticky note for the next time that I surf into this page as a reminder. Now, one of my favorite educational podcasts is a long-running radio show by University of Houston historian John Leonard called The Engines of Our Ingenuity, about inventions, technology, and the impact they've had on society. Most of the shows are available for download, and they each run under 5 minutes, which makes it very easy to share with students on the go. And you don't have to be an engineer to enjoy it or use it as a jumping off point for a discussion because the topics are so far-ranging. For instance, here's a recent episode I'm going to look for in which he talks about our perceptions of sound and about experimental composer John Cage and his famous piece 4 minutes 33 seconds. I have a friend who loves experimental music, so I'm going to be making a comment which will be available to my friend only if I make it private, or publicly if I leave it as a public comment. Now, if you sign up for Diigo's teacher account, and for that you only need to share which institution you're at, you can also run the teacher console. You can create a class group in which you put very specific content. Here's content I created about the microlecture video format, about short, concise videos. Now, I made this group public too, so anyone can visit this page on the web and see my comments and visit the links I've selected to share. Now, if you decide not to get a teacher console, you can still join and create groups in Diigo. For instance, there's the excellent Diigo and Education group, and many other groups for all kinds of educational topics. Now, what I really find interesting about this particular website right here that's shared in the Diigo and Education group, the copyright chart, you actually have people who have put annotations that all belong to the Diigo and Education group. And so if you scroll down, you can see the public notes that people have put on here. For instance, here's an educator that says, maybe this could be organized better so it's easier for us to use. So if you get that sense, you know, you could use this in the classroom. You could use this with colleagues. You could have a recipe maybe that you're working on and you could share it with family before Thanksgiving. Hey, do you want me to add an extra half cup of cranberries? What do you think? So as you can see, Diigo really offers you an opportunity for collaboration, and it's very exciting. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it and you learned a little something about Diigo today.